Alright, so this is what I would call military number 2. Yeah, cause it's my second only military aircraft, and it's kind of a new one, I would say. It's a P-8 Poseidon, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is a P-8 Poseidon from the Royal Australian Air Force, built by GeminiJets, which is the military subsidiary of GeminiJets. They make the military aircraft. Honestly, I'm not big of a fan of GeminiJets considering the build quality, but I can't resist on GeminiJets because they're the only ones making 1-400 military aircraft nowadays. You know, obviously, even though you have NG with their Y20s and all, but still, those are Chinese, and it's all and it's only the Y20. There's nothing more. C-130, C-5, C-17s. Who makes them? Only GeminiJets does. So it's a bit of a compromise, but I don't mind that compromise. So yeah, this is a P-8 Poseidon, which is an anti-submarine warfare aircraft. In simplified terms, it can kill submarines. Modified from the 737-800 and developed in the early 2000s. This one is by the Royal Australian Air Force. Registration is Alpha 47003. It features a seagull, I think, or a geese as its tail bird. Don't know which squadron it's from, but yeah, definitely no conversions. Item numbers GMRAA106. Clip art, etc, etc, and your standard GeminiJets GeminiJets box. So yeah, not really gonna talk much. But before that, let's pull out our map. Since this is a 737 variant, it's the 700 has a variant for airborne early warning, similar to like a E3 or E2, and it's called the E7A wedgetail. That one, they haven't produced a model of it, GeminiJets. GeminiJets. Actually, I'll refer to them as GeminiJets, the military one. So, yeah. They haven't released it yet, but I'm hoping they do, because it's an interesting one. It has like a radome on top of it. If I can show you on the screen now, it's big. Like, it just shoots up one vertically, and there's like one big curved semicircular radar. But yeah, here it is in the GeminiJet blue box. And since there's layers on the top and the bottom, I'm just gonna open from the top. So you can see it says P-8, because the difference in the P-8 and the 737 is actually quite expensive. I will take out the 737-800 later to show you. Sadly, I don't have a 737-800 from GeminiJets, but I will show you a good quality a Phoenix 737-800, which is, I believe, one of the most affordable 737s on the market. If you're looking for something that has a good quality for the price, yeah, the Phoenix 737-800 always works best. I mean, yes, there's an NG one, but it's more expensive, so what can I say? I'm gonna go start on the basic details first, then will I touch on the comparisons, yeah? Okay, good. Okay, so let's dig into what this aircraft looks like, shall we? By the way, if you're wondering what am I having in store for the next few videos after my long-term break, I would say it's I've got a few. I got one big 1/200 scale that I haven't reviewed yet, 2 A380s and a few others that I have yet to review yet, and then we will do so progressively throughout the whole month of November and December. Like, I'll be on a roll, like maybe I'll post 2-3 every time at one go, so who knows. So we're gonna start at the front. So again, typical movement, so it's not minded. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the basic, the front. So like I said in my previous video, the 737-401 Hotel Sierra Tango Delta Hotel, check it out. I think I'll put an end card for this one as well. They have a black coating at the front here. The reason why they don't have it now is because they were able to apply coatings that will allow for the for it to be heat absorbing, so that we don't have to actually apply that black paint or rubber sheet over it, which is what they did in the past. But they do have a black nose. Why is that so? Again, it's the same reason, heat. I don't think it's rubber, which is used in the olden days, but it's definitely coated black. Why? Improve the radar. Because these sort of military warfare, the radar is very sensitive. So, it's better to. Yes, I know there's like a lot of other sensors available, but at least all sensors must be right. So this is to help in allowing it to detect more efficiently. Yeah. If I recall correctly. If you want, you can go and check out the Captain Joe video into why it's black. But yeah, this is what my takeaway from it. Then we have our boom refueling. This is for boom, if you can tell. If it was a probe and joke, a whole probe will be just extending out here. Or something from the top like an A400. Show now. So at the bottom you can see there's your typical landing gear. Then you have the 1, 2 fuel sensors. You've got the door, and then there's some wording which I can't recognize, or my camera can't reach it. Yeah, then you've got like sensors moving down the rear, sensors, and these are all the antennas. Okay, there's a bit more antennas than usual. I think there's an addition of 1, 2, 3, 4 antennas. 1, 2, 3, 4 big dome sensor, big flat sensors. This is an escape door. Yes, there's an escape door. Because why? Because a compartment is located there, most likely part of the radar searching team. And move down to the engines. Mind you, this is low vis gray, low visibility gray. The gray color is actually meant to help with it being harder to detect in the skies and radar wise slightly, because of the way it bounces off the grays. Overwing emergency exit with a small slight detail, not very obvious as your commercial counterpart, because again this is military, so you have to hear everything on a low level. Then you've got your geese/seagull squadron animal. Then you've got another door, and then you've got the Royal Australian Air Force roundel with the registration Alpha 47003. My best guess being Alpha 47, being the Alpha is Australia, I think. No, Australia is Victor Hotel, but this is military, so it's A47. Then 003, meaning this is the third P-8 Poseidon in the RAAF fleet. That's how it goes. So then you have obviously your spoilers and your flaps detail, with your RAAF roundels located on the tip of each wing, with those beautiful CFM56 engines. I wouldn't say beautiful considering how flat they are. I'm not making any kind of weird joke here, okay? I'm being serious about everything. So definitely I would say to be very careful with this aircraft, considering how many special anomalies are there. You can see definitely there's the tail strike bumper, prevents the tail strike. I explained in my VMGK video, 9 Vector Mike Golf Kilo Vote video. It's the one with the Panda 73. Then again another sensor and all by the APU, I think, I recall. Then this is a unique thing. This is unique to the P-8. Internal torpedo bay. Actually, it's called a torpedo bay, but it can actually hold torpedoes, depth charges, anti-ship missiles, etc. Then you've got more sensors here, cameras, blah, etc, etc. A huge ton of antenna here and one big belly sensor. And then something I don't like, a resin covered wheel well. I mean, it just takes away that originality of the whole aircraft itself. Just like 737 ones are all empty. Why must you go and think ahead, try and think X smart and then fill it with resin? Is annoying, I would say. Now you have Gemini Mac logo, the hole for the aircraft's display stand. Then the wheels are rollable, except for the front. And you've got more sensors, and then you've got the RAAF rounder on the tip. Now I will bring out the 738 for you to see. It's a Phoenix 738 Silk Air 9er Vector Mike Golf Alpha, made by Phoenix. And there's gonna be so many end cards I have to put. Alright, so here's a error I made. It's not Golf Alpha, it's Golf Qatar. Yeah, it's Golf Qatar MGQ. Alright, so let's get into the comparison wise. So obviously we'll start off with the nose. Phoenix nose is fine. Yeah, everything is fine. So nose wise, the difference is definitely because one is a weather radar, one is a weather radar integrated with a military radar. That's why the odd shape is there. And okay, this we are talking about is without the sensors. Like all the special sensors and antenna that I showed you just now, the bumps and everything, those are what I considered really the main difference. So there's nothing need more for the explaining. I mean, okay, let's take this out for you to see the whole thing and see the difference. If you can see it already, good for you. But if not, let's delve into what's the difference. So I'm going to be using this large pan mode. It's easier for us all. Obviously the main difference is that this P-8 has no vertical winglet like this here. Rather it has the so it actually features a raked wingtip rather than a blended standard wingtip here. Why? Efficiency. And also because because the way it works is that it provides a sharper end and a wider wing area, which effectively acts the same way as a winglet unfolded. It's a winglet unfolded. Yeah, so it reduces the maintenance costs because it's all part of the wing, and also because it's easier to put in and out rather than a curved one, and also easier to manufacture. Obviously past your sensors and everything, we can look at the tail now, I would suppose. Okay, so if we look at the tail, alright, you can see that there is definitely one small hump on the top. That's another radar. Yep, so it's either radar or sensor, something like that. And then you have a tip here, which is most likely just to help with the stealth of the aircraft, etc, etc. So all in all, the P-8 is actually just a 737 modified to become more stealthy and equipped with radar, torpedo bay, you know, the lot. So really there's not much of a difference between the two aircraft other than your sensor and what I've said just now. So now if we look, you can see the main difference on the underside as well. And if not, then that's where we can conclude the video for today. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you like more military, do let me know. I can try and find more military 1400. Although that's gonna be very hard. If you want me to venture into other scales, do let me know. Yeah, then I can consider doing so. Alright, and if not, I'll see you guys next time.
都美丽遥远，热爱105度这里。 It is a